Okay, so this is Mark. He'll tell us what he's done on the wall. Right, start. I, of course, tried to take old wallpaper off and I ruined the wall. So Mark's been repairing my mistakes. So you've put bonding liquid on, have you?
Look, the reality is neither Paula nor me actually knew what we were dealing with here. So I would probably have done exactly the same as Paula. So it is what it is. But we certainly did end up with a wall that had old wallpaper, the paper on the plasterboard, and then the plaster without the paper. So we went and put top quality. You've got to use top quality stuff. So do your research beforehand. We put 2 coats of a primer on, and that has, you can't see it from there, but from where I stand, it's a silky sheen. It's absolutely beautiful, and it inspires confidence. This is a good base from which to work. So that's that. Step one's done. What you don't see is that in the corners here,
Wait, how
no,
to get in there?
no, you can't see those actually because I fixed this already.
Oh.
You're, in the corners, the tape has actually perished, so there are holes in the corner where the boards come together. So I've put this tape, and I talk like a professional, but it's the first time I've used it, and I can tell you that only 5 minutes ago I realized that this is sticky behind, which is quite remarkable because it takes all the stress out of it. Because I put that whole strip down, and it's sticking. And I'm going to do that corner, and then that's done. We did the ceiling. We were lucky enough. I mean, this looks stunning, and I can't take all the credit. I did put all the battens in. I did get them level, but we had those windows replaced just yesterday. All the windows, actually. And the guys who were doing the PVC, they also knew ceilings. So not only did they give advice, they actually helped me put this whole ceiling in about half an hour. So that looks pretty good. Anyway, back to what we're doing now. I'm sealing the corners so we don't have any cracks in future. That's the first thing. The second thing is we've actually got holes and gouges and marks. There's tape that runs down here. That's come off. So I've got mud. Jointing compound.
What's it called?
Mud. You called it mud. And people do call it mud, but it's jointing compound. Jointing, filling, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And I'm going to use that wide 3-inch blade.
You're actually enjoying this far too much.
I'm loving it because this one day is going to either become a commercial venture.
I don't mean the wall. You're enjoying this being on video far
No,
too much.
absolutely. It's either going to earn us big money in future or it's going to go down in legacy. So I'm just going to take that. Anyway, this is the theory, and I've researched it. I've looked at these videos. I know what I'm doing. And I'm just going to, they say you must put it away. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. And if you just look at it, you can see all the little holes. I'm going to fill all the holes in, and hopefully this is all going to get fairly level. It'll take about 2 hours to dry, and then we'll just sand it down, and that should be pretty level. That's the theory, and it never works that way, I want to tell you. The best made plans always fail. So then that gets 2 more coats of primer, which will leave us with this wonderful sheen again. And then Paula and me are going to put wallpaper. Well, you'll all know wallpaper goes this way.
It's not wallpaper, surely.
Wait. So what we're doing, because this is compromised, is we're actually putting heavy duty paper vertical. And then we're going to leave it. They're going to put the kitchen in on Monday. And then when they're done, then we'll go and get the wallpaper that we want and we'll hang it vertical, which is pretty standard. And that should last another 50 years.
50?
At least.
Sure. All right. Well, better get working with that stuff then.
Slave driver. Slave driver.
Okay, I'll show you later on what he's doing and the end result, of course.
Of course.
It's going quite well. He's doing a lot. Covered the corners, filled in all the holes. So where the tape has been pulled off the drywall, filled that. Yeah, not that much more to do. And then we need it to dry, and then are you going to do stuff tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll sand it tomorrow and we'll put prime on tomorrow, 2 coats. And then we're about done.
And then the weekend we'll do the paper.
Yep.
12 o'clock at night we are... Oh, what happened?
I just turned the light off.
Oh. What's this paper called?
Lining paper.
Lining paper. We're putting lining paper on the wall. So that will be our base for wallpaper. So we've just cut the gaps for the switches. I was putting that back on. Yeah, so a nice level surface, and that will be hopefully out good enough for to put our wallpaper on.
And doesn't that look better than that?
Yeah, it does. The kitchen has begun, or the distraction. Some of the stuff, well, everything's starting to come out. And there's our new wall, put paper on that, so it looks totally different. I'm starting to clean up at the back of it. We've put in three fruit trees yesterday, cherry, apple and plum. And then I'm just cleaning up dead leaves and ivy and berries, all the thorny stuff, getting that out. So the fridge is in there, the pantry there, cupboard there. Just loads of wasted space. That space there is not going to be used, it's just going to be covered. So, I don't know, just there as well. They can make the drawers a bit longer. There's space there, and then here as well, that whole area is wasted space. There's going to be nothing there. It's going to be open. And in a really small kitchen, there's actually a lot of space that could have been utilized better, I suppose. Anyway, that is what it is. In there, that's the oven and the dishwasher, and then the washing machine will go there. Yeah, so it's coming on. Lovely green. So it's day 2, and I think they've done a lot. Yesterday there was a lot of preparation. The floor, some of the floorboards were rotten, so they had to do that. So a lot of unexpected surprises. But yeah, coming on well today. There's Mark loading up a second load of rubbish I got out of the garden. How many boxes and bags did we do yesterday?
2 boxes, 6 bags.
And that's just out of this small area on the back here, which is now a lot cleaner. I just got a plastic bag out. I want to put flowers underneath there. And there's lots of like wild ferns. There. Can't really see it, it's not much there. But I'm going to put them in that corner there. So I think that would look nice and get them out of my way. I don't want to throw them away. Yeah, so we're getting somewhere. Still got to clean up that area. But it's all looking much cleaner already. So this morning we are opening up the strip next to the house. It is full of stones. And we're going to put bulbs in, daffodils, tulips, a few other things. What's those other long ones?
Tulips, daffodils, gladiola.
Oh, gladiola, yeah. I can't remember the other smaller ones. Yes, hopefully that will bring a bit of color to the front.
Thank you.
I'll let you know what they say on Monday.
Monday morning, 2nd of March. This is what we're putting in. There's some daffodils, there's tulips, oh, tulips there, some of those. And they are all going in.
Happy?
Yeah, yeah. Mark's just digging out the soil, about 10 centimeters. And then hopefully, when the bulbs come up, it will be a riot of color. This is all the kitchen stuff that's being collected today.